Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to talk about The Vacation by T.M. Logan. I have not read this yet. This is coming out in July of 21st. So I still have not yet read this, but who knows? Maybe I will before, you know, the end of the year. The slogan right here says 7 days, 3 families, and 1 killer. And I'm going to read first chapter. So let's start with the first chapter. I don't remember if this starts with the prologue or the first chapter. It starts with the first chapter, so I'm going to read that. But I'm going to give you more information about this book first. I'm going to read the back, and this is The Perfect Vacation. It was supposed to be an idle getaway. Kate and her 3 best friends spending a week with their families in a luxurious villa south of France. But even paradise has a dark side. I did it! Yay! Kate's husband had been maybe having an affair with one of her best friends, but which one? As their lives unravel, Kate realizes that everyone on the trip has secrets, but only one would kill to keep them hidden. And I did get an information sheet, so I'm gonna read that to y'all. Dear Booked Up All Night subscriber, congratulations on winning an advance copy of the best-selling author T.M. Logan's latest and greatest psychological thriller, The Vacation. Dream getaways typically evoke images of luxury, paradise, and relaxation, not descent and death. Yet this is exactly what 4 best friends and their families are met with on a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Secrets are being kept, lives are being told, and someone is willing to do anything to keep everything from unraveling, including Logan. We hope you love this riveting new novel from T.M. Logan, and that you'll let us know what you think. Share your thoughts and photos on Goodreads, Facebook, Instagram, or any other website of your choosing. Don't forget to tag us where affable and use the hashtag BookedUpAllNightRead so we can see your amazing posts and excitement. So, if you're ready for a tantalizing escape from the day-to-day drudgery, pack your bag, grab your passport, and join us on The Vacation. So, but it does say it's on sale on 7/20. So let me read the first chapter. There's a cool poem here. I'm going to read that too. The fly circle and lands, crawls undisturbed on cooling skin. An outstretched finger, an open palm smeared red. An arm bent backwards, bone broken against a rock. More flies circle around the head, drawn by the sense of death. Drawn by blood pooling darkly around the scattered skull. Below, don't lose those. Below, blood drips steadily into clear mountain streams. Above, on the cliff edges sharp against the perfect blue sky. Saturday, Chapter 1. We drove north away from the coast, through the outskirts of Bellaziers and deeper into the Atlantic Green Dock. Vineyards heavily with fruit lined the road on both sides. Ranks of low green vines marching off into the distance under the deep blue Mediterranean sky. Sean driving, his eyes hidden behind avatar shades. The kids in the back with hand luggage wedged between them. Lucy dozing while Daniel played on his phone. Me staring out the window as the scenery rolled by. The rental car's AC just about keeps um, about keeping the sticky mid-afternoon heat at bay. If I had known what was coming, what we were driving toward, I would have made Sean, not scene. I don't know why kids say scene. Sean. Sean stopped the car, and take us straight back to the airport. I would have I would have grabbed the steering wheel myself, forced the car off the road, and made him do a U-turn right there. But I didn't know. My instincts were telling me for a couple weeks as we wound down towards the summer holidays, something was up. Something was wrong. Sean had always been the one to look on the bright side, to make the kids laugh, to bring a gin and toxic when they needed cheering up. In the unconscious allocation of roles in our marriage, I was the organizer, the rule setter, the guardian of boundaries. Sean was the light to my shade, always open, funny, patient, the optimistic of the family. Now he was defensive, secretive, serious, distracted, constantly staring at his phone. Perhaps work was getting on top of him. Hassle from his new boss. He'd half suggested that maybe he should stay at home this week because of work. Or perhaps it was his fear of reaching 40, which seemed to grow stronger as his birthday drew nearer. Some kind of midlife crisis? I asked him if he thought he might be depressed, if I knew what was wrong. We could tackle it together. But he had brushed his questions aside, insisting he was fine. I flinched as he touched my thigh. Kate? Sorry, I said, forcing a smile. Miles away. How long until we turn off this road? Checked my phone. About another 10 minutes. He took his hand off my thigh and moved it back to the steering wheel. The warmth of his fingers lingered for a moment, and I tried to remember the last time I felt his touch. The last time he had reached out to me. Weeks? A month? The fact that you're even thinking, it means something isn't right. That's what Rowan would have said. The holiday had been her idea, 2 years in the planning. Rowan, Jennifer, Izzy, and me. Best friends, making our 40th birthday with a week together in south of France. Husbands and children included. Grand, Sean said. You okay? Fine. Just want to get there, get unpacked. Have you heard from Jennifer and Alistair? He glanced up at the rearview mirror, since they lost us. No, but I'm sure they're not far behind. I told them I lead the way, and they could follow. I turned to look at my husband. It wasn't like him to worry about Jennifer and her husband. He got along with them okay, but had little in common with them, apart from me. You know what Alistair is like, I said. He could get lost in his own back garden. Sure, I suppose you're right. I went back to staring out the window, the lush green vineyards rolling past, dark grapes ripening in the summer heat. Off in the distance, the cosmic black towers of an ancient chateau stood out against the skyline. After 10 miles or so, Google Maps directed us off the main road and up through one tiny hamlet after another. Permission, St. Giovan's, Cabaroli's, sleepy villages of narrow streets and ancient stone, old men sitting impassively in the shade, watching us pass. We peeled off into an even smaller road that climbed higher, winding back and forth up a hill where the vineyards gave way to the dark pine trees, finally emerging into the crest of a hill above the village of Argentinic, a tall, whitewashed wall flanking the road. The wall ended in black metal gates tipped with fox spear points, and my phone informed us that we had arrived at our destination. Sean slowed the car to turn in, and the back black metal gates swung noiselessly open. Gravel crunched. I win the game! Yeah! Softly beneath the wheels as we turned into the estate and headed for the villa. Tall cypress trees, slim and straight, perfectly pruned, lining the long driveway like a guard of honor. On both sides were lush lawns of thick green grass, watered by sprinklers, circling lazy in the mid-afternoon heat. Sean pulled up next to Rowan's Land Rover Discovery, already parked in front of the villa's sweeping stone staircase. I turned in my seat. Lucy was still asleep in the back, her head tucked into her balled-up sweatshirt, long blonde hair falling across her face. Since hitting her teens, she seemed able to sleep anywhere, at any time of the day. If she sat down for more than 10 minutes, she had slept on the way to the airport and on the plane, and was fast asleep now. I always loved watching her sleep, right when she was a baby. She would always be my baby, even though she was 16 now, and taller than me. Lucy, love, I said, softly, we're here. She didn't stir. Her younger brother, Daniel, sat next to her, headphones on, absorbed in a game of something on his phone. He was her opposite in many respects, a little ball of energy who had never been keen on sleep, either as a newborn or now. An excitable 9-year-old. He uncovered one ear and took his first look out the window. Are we there? Give your sister a nudge, I said, gently. He grinned mischievously and poked her arm. We're here, sleeping beauty, at the vacation house. When she gave no response, Sean unclipped his seatbelt. Might as well let her have another 5 minutes. Watch we take the bags in. Come on. I jumped. I opened my door and stepped out, stretching my arms after the journey. The air-conditioned chill vanishing instantly as the late July heat enveloped me like a blanket. The air smelled of olives and pine and summer heat baked in the dark earth. No sound, no traffic, no people, except for the gentle swishing of the breeze high up in the compressed trees. The car engine ticked quietly as it cooled. We stood there, stretching and blinking in the dazzling sun, taking in the villa. Rowan hadn't exaggerated. 3 wide stories of whitewashed stone and terracotta tiles. The parking circle shaded by olive trees, broad stone steps leading up to a double front door in dark stubbed oak. Wow, Sean said beside me. For a moment he looked happy, like his usual self, his old self. I slipped my arm around his waist, needing for a moment to feel his physical presence as we stood side by side, admiring the villa. I needed to feel his warmth, the tender touch of his skin, the solidarity of muscles beneath his shirt to anchor him to me. But after a few seconds, he moved away, out of my grasp. And that is the first chapter of The Vacation by T.M. Logan. And it is out on July 21st, 2007. Go pick it up if it sounds interesting. Yes, and that is it. And be sure to subscribe down below if you like this video. Post a comment if you have read this book. What? What, Bobby? Tell me. You gotta talk.
Mommy, I'm going to go in Grammy's office to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet.
Bobby, you can't go over there.
Why?
Because she's doing what?
No.
She's got work.
She's talking to someone.
I know, she's talking to somebody and that's for her work.
And I will be quiet. She needs someone to be quiet.
Don't go. Bobby, don't go. I just ruined my thing, maybe. Bobby, where are you? Be quiet. Bye.